Imagine pouring your heart and soul into your content only to wake up and see this. Your channel has been demonetized. Let me tell you, it's a content creator's worst nightmare. Here's what happened, and here's what you need to do to not have it happen to you. So, first of all, the struggle to get back to 4,000 watch hours is insane. Okay. Um, I am literally down in the trenches trying to crawl back up. And I mean, we're going to get there. We're going to get there. It's going to take some time. It literally could only be the difference between, one video, to be honest. But we're going to get there. It's going to take some time, and we're just going to stay positive. We're just going to make it happen. But basically, I didn't take YouTube seriously. And I just used it as like a fly by night type of thing. I really was posting whenever I wanted to post. I was like grasping at straws with different types of topics and things to post. I really didn't know what to post. I didn't have a strategy at all. Like, there was literally no strategy, and I was just posting random things, and it's okay to post random things. But it was like gimmicky, right? It was cookie cutter. It was what everybody else was doing, and I wasn't really into that. I was just doing it because I saw everybody else doing it, and I thought, if it worked for them, it could work for me. But that's not necessarily the case with everything. That's why it's important to be your authentic self. Because when you're being your authentic self, you are going at your own pace. You're doing your own thing. You're like blocking out what everybody else is doing, and you're only focusing on what you're doing. Um, it's crazy because when I look back on it, I was just like, those cleaning videos and shopping hauls and stuff, that's cute stuff to do, but it just wasn't me. It wasn't the content that I knew I was capable of putting out. And I saw it as like, just, something to do. It wasn't really important to me. And so when you do something that is important to you, that you create from the heart, then you start to put more emphasis in it, right? You start to make it your own. And so that's what that would be my advice to you, is like, if you're going to take YouTube seriously, do something authentic to you. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Like, you have to focus on what you're doing, because that will be the most important. Focus on the things that bring you the most joy. Focus on the things that bring you happiness. Focus on the things that will make you stand out as a person. Everybody is here on their own journey, right? Everybody is on this earth to experience life in many, many, many different ways. So if we are all like focusing on one person or focusing on another person and trying to replicate exactly what they're doing, then nobody is actually having their own beautiful experience. So when you are sharing a part of yourself on YouTube, in your YouTube videos, share what makes you you. Share your unique experience, or part of your unique experience, right? There might be somebody out there who paints, I don't know, oceans. But nobody paints oceans exactly how you paint your ocean. You know what I mean? So just stay true to yourself. Back then, I treated YouTube like a get rich quick scheme. That was the wrong thing to do. If you focusing on the money and, trying to, come up and things of that nature, first of all, YouTube, I believe, is, because everybody keeps saying that, but I think it's really true. YouTube is like the hardest platform to make money on, because it makes sure that, like, okay, like, if we're going to pay you, we're going to make sure that you are, you know what I'm saying? Like, serious about this. And I don't blame them. Like, that's their business. You know what I mean? But instead of looking at it as a get rich quick scheme, look at it as a means or a portal to financial freedom. And so that's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start looking at it as a portal to financial freedom, because I want to play the long game, right? And if you play the long game, you will see better results versus trying to hurry up and run and race and do all the things, you know what I'm saying? And it don't really come out the way that you wanted it to come out. So it's like, so when they say slow and steady wins the race, that's exactly what they means. Like, be the tortoise. Don't be the hare. Okay? Be the tortoise. The tortoise was like slow motion, slow bopping, you know, down the little racetrack or whatever. And the hare was like, yeah, I'm gonna get there first because I'm juking, I'm running, I'm juking, I'm running. But at the same time, you juking and running, you exerting yourself. You getting burnout. You know what I'm saying? You're not creating quality content. Um, you trying to cookie cutter and do what everybody else is doing. Whereas the tortoise is like, I'm in my own lane. I got tunnel vision. I'm looking, straight ahead at my lane. I'm doing what is authentic to me. I'm being my authentic self. And I'm happy. Like, I'm not stressed out about any of this stuff. I'm not stressed out about posting a video. I'm not stressed out about if my video looks good. It's good to me and for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the things. So that is the reason why I'm taking a whole different approach to this whole, YouTube thing. I don't necessarily want to be a YouTuber. I want to be Shantae, who makes videos on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, you see the difference in that? Like, I'm not a YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I'm going to start treating YouTube as like my bestie, right? So, like, one of my bestie hobbies. Instead of treating it like, a business or because at the end of the day, okay, yes, it is a business, we already know. But for the fun of it, right? Because I think that's what a lot of people who post videos on YouTube forget. They forget how fun it was to create, right? To make these videos their own, to make videos that, are authentic to them. A lot of people forget that. And so that's where I want to bring that back, because YouTube is actually starting to push more of the authentic videos. It's realizing that, hey, authenticity is what is working. Authenticity is coming back. Authenticity is what people are missing. Okay? And so you're going to hear me say that a lot because it's true. People really miss just regular, everyday, down people they can relate to. When I see the glitz and the glamour, people on there, I'm just like, oh, okay, yeah, that's cool. But that's not my reality. You know what I mean? I don't have the glitz and the glamour. I don't drive a G-Wagon. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's people who relate to me and I relate to them that I really, really want to watch. So that is the reason why authenticity is coming back. And if you jump in the game now on YouTube, even if you don't have a channel now and you jump in the game, or if you do have a channel and you want to revive it and you jump back in the game, the best advice I could give you is to literally just be yourself. And I know people hear that and they're just like, everybody always says that, like, da da da. But how do I be myself? Well, what do you do when the camera isn't on? Okay. What do you do when you just, you chilling and you vabbing and you're scrolling? You know what I'm talking about? Like, we're not doom scrolling anymore for 2025. If this is something that you want, stop the doom scrolling and actually just get up and do it. Like, we're not doing the doom scrolling and watching everybody else, you know what I'm saying, do their thing and get their lives together. Like, we're not doing that. We're not going to look at it as a means to an end. We're going to look at it as a means to a beginning, right? Because that's what we want. So, and with that being said, don't look at it as a chore or a job either. Because I feel like When people look at it as a chore, a job, oh, I have to do this, or I gotta do this. Oh man, then you start to stress out, right? You start to get the sweats. We don't want the sweats. Like we got enough sweats in the world. I think there's a lot of sweats already out there. Got us out here like, whoo. I think we got enough. So at this point, I'm like, what we need to do is we need to just focus on what makes us happy, focus on what brings us the most joy, and try to just, implement that into the video so that people can see who we really are. Like, let people into your world a little bit. I know it's hard because, look, I'm an introvert, okay? And I am somebody who does not like to let people in. Look, ask my best friends, okay? They will let you know, like, girl is like, she hard to crack. But I do not like to let people into my world. Like, I like to just like chill and just, but it's okay to let people in. I am here to tell you. Okay, it's okay to let people in sometimes, and just to see a little, part of you, like the real part of you, the part that, is itching to come out, if you will. You know what I mean? So don't look at it as a chore. Don't look at it as something that oh my God, just look at it as sharing a part of you with the world, that most people wouldn't even get to see. Like, what's something about you that nobody knows that you think is the coolest thing in the world, but nobody knows it about you? Drop it in the comments. I want to see. I want to see what you guys are actually out there, like, holding in and not sharing with the world. Like, let it out. Let it out. It's okay. It's okay. This is the main thing that got me demonetized on YouTube, okay? Do not stop posting unless you're Cory Kenshin. Because if you Cory Kenshin, then you know what I'm saying? You got, you the bro with 20 million followers and millions of views on each and every one of your videos. If you're Cory Kenshin, definitely go ahead and take a year off and do all the things and come on back when you're ready to see us again, that kind of thing. But if you are not Cory Kenshin, don't stop posting. Okay. I made that mistake. I was posting short term videos or short content or whatever, and it was okay, but it wasn't enough to keep my channel alive. Like, homegirl was still struggling. So for my long form content, I had stopped posting. I didn't even post that. I hadn't posted long form content in a year. And so then YouTube hit me with the boom. You're going to be demonetized in 30 days if you don't get up your watch time hours. And I was like, oh my God, like, what am I going to do? But I wasn't really making like that much money. Like, I was making like, $30 here, $30 there, because I wasn't really posting, and my short form content wasn't doing as well as when it was going viral for the Kids You Die videos. So, I mean, I literally had just fallen off and let it go. And then when they sent me the email and was just like, okay, you're officially demonetized, I was just like, that kind of hit me. And it hit me because I had worked so hard over so many months to get monetized. I had finally gotten monetized. I was so excited to get it done after so many months. I think it took me like 8 months to get demonetized, of like being strict and, posting and doing all the things and sharing on like all of my social medias and da da da. It took me like a really long time. So for that to happen, I was like, oh man, like everything I worked for, like I worked so hard, and it's just gone now. But we're gonna get it back. We're gonna get it back, and we're gonna, do all the things. We're gonna do everything we need to do. And then once we do get it back, we're going to take it seriously, more seriously than we did before. Because like I said, I think I took it for granted, and it just lets you know that, you just need to go harder. And you need to be, more present in your goals and the things that you want to do. And YouTube was a goal, and it still is a goal. And I'm just like, you know what? there's no more sleeping on me. There's no more holding back. If I want this, I'm going to go get it. And period. Like, that's it. So if you want it, go out there and get it.